Hey, I'm Shelby Rollin. Today we're going to be talking about live performance. And remember, this is just a small example of the kind of exercises and techniques that you'll find on the Singing Success program. I've had a lot of singers come to me and tell me that they nailed their mix and they really figured out the appropriate way to sing their song when they were practicing by themselves, but fell into this trap of when they get into their live stage setting, going back to old habits and pushing again. And I've been thinking about this a lot and trying to figure out why exactly that is. Clearly the application of the exercise is working, and when they're singing it by themselves, what is it intrinsically about live performance that makes us still go back to old habits? Now sometimes there's nerves involved, but I really think it goes deeper than that. And the way I see it is when we tend to practice, most of the time we're in a quiet room, just us and our instrument or us and our track or whatever it is that we're singing along with. In a setting like that, you hear your own voice so much better. You're not competing with other instruments, you're not competing with whatever sound system you might be having to perform with, whatever stage monitor equipment that you're dealing with, and the quality of all of those things. So I've experienced this myself too, where it was easy for me to sing along with something and then I'd get in on the stage setting and I couldn't feel it the same way. And that's kind of the key word right there. A lot of times when you're singing by yourself, you'll hear the freedom your voice has, and we can almost get distracted by how easy it is. And it's kind of exciting because you don't have to push anything, you know? Your voice just flows out, you get all this great resonance and balance, and it's free and all of that. Well, what we don't think about when we're singing so free is how much less is used in the rest of our bodies that we do feel very clearly when we're pushing from chest. So this is what happens. You get into this live setting and you can't hear that free sound as well. It's not that you can't hear your voice necessarily, but you don't hear it as amplified, the resonance of it as freely as you do in a quiet room. And so our bodies almost subconsciously will revert back to the next best thing that we can get to that makes us feel like we're really emoting or getting into the song, and that's the physicality of singing. That's the thing you get when you're kind of pushing, you're leaning in and you go for it. You feel it in your whole body. You feel a whole lot of that push and all of that stuff, you know, coming from your chest, from your stomach, and then just up into your neck and stuff like that. We lose that sense of freedom because it might feel easy when you sing it, but if you don't hear it as well, we gotta become less convinced that we're as loud or we're as powerful when we don't physically feel our sound like we do when we push it. So it's an incredibly important thing when you're practicing. Make sure you pay attention to how your body feels and how relaxed it feels. It's not that you don't put any effort into it, but think about where you feel resonance and the difference between that and pushing in your body. It's all about having a heightened sense of awareness to what it really feels like so that you can start to transfer what you're doing so successfully in your practice time onto the stage, live setting, where it really counts.